Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how you can apply the face retouch extension of CAMERAX in Flutter Android application. So let's get started. So first I'll show you guys the output. So here is the output. I'll just play it. So first it asks for camera permission, then here you can see the face retouch been applied. Now I know like nothing seems to have changed. If I click on take photo, it captures the photo and display it inside an image view. But if I go back and show it to you, like I don't feel anything changed. I do have the extension available. So here you can see I get a toast message as well. So I don't see anything being changed. Like I have tested this on Samsung Galaxy. If you have a different Android device like OnePlus or Pixel, you can try on that and let me know in the comments if you see any difference. Also, this extension is not supported on all Android devices. So in case if it is not supported on your Android device, we just fall back to a live camera preview. So yeah, let's get started. So let me show you my Flutter project first. So first inside lib main.dart I have this particular code. So first I am importing dart.io, then I am importing this my camera view.dart file which I have created. So make sure you replace Flutter app with your own project name. Then I have imported Flutter material as well as services. Now this is the default code which is present by default boilerplate code. I have refactored this my homepage widget, so it is a stateful widget. Now even for camera permission I have written native code. I am not using any third-party library. So first, if platform is Android, I am just checking that. Then here I have a method channel. Then inside initiate, if it is Android, then we just call get camera permission. Then here we invoke a method called get camera permission. So here we get a result. If it is true, then we just change the value of this particular state. And if this state is true, then we display our my camera view. Otherwise we display a text saying give camera permission. Now coming back to my camera view.dart file, here I have imported dart.io, Flutter material as well as Flutter services. Then here we have a stateful widget. Here we have a method channel called camera view. Then here we have creation params as well as image URL which is empty. So once you capture an image, you get the image URL, right? So if it is not equal to empty, we display the image using image.file. Otherwise we use an Android view where we pass a view type on all of this stuff. Important thing is we get a callback on platform view created. So here is our callback. So this callback, it's called once we capture the image. So here you get the image URL and here we set the state. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Now coming to the native code, so you need to go to Android, you need to go to app, go to build.gradle.kts, and here inside dependencies we add this camera core, then camera 2, camera life cycle, camera view, constraint layout as well as camera extension dependency. Then you need to go to src main android manifest.xml, and here you need to add this uses feature of Android hardware camera permission as well as write external storage permission. Then you need to go to Kotlin. First you need to go to main activity. You need to copy all these imports which are there. Now here we have this permission for camera, and if Android version less than equal to p, we also pass the write external storage permission. Here we have the method channel result, and here we override on request permission result. So once user request a permission, based on the permission granted or not, so if it is granted we send back true to Flutter side, else we send back false. Here we just have a helpful method to check whether we have the required permissions or not. Here we override configure Flutter engine. So here we register our view. So the camera view which you saw, so we are registering a Kotlin file over here. I'll show you that Kotlin file to you in a bit. And here we have a method channel for camera permission. So this is called as soon as our app is launched. Now coming back to this my camera view factory, so here we have this Kotlin file. Now you just need to copy the package name whatever you see inside main activity.kt. Rest it can be the same, like you can copy paste from what you see on the screen. So this is basic boilerplate code which you have to write every time you want to embed a native Android view inside your Flutter application. So feel free to pause the video and copy the code. But here we are referencing another Kotlin file called my camera view. So here we have this my camera view.kt file. Again this should be your own package name, and these are all the imports. So I'll simply scroll through all these imports. Feel free to pause the video and just copy all these imports which are there. Then here we have this image capture. Here we have process camera provider. Here we initialize constraint layout. Here we initialize the preview view, and then we initialize the button. Then here we have a method channel. Here we initialize camera executor. Then here we set layout params for our constraint layout. Here is our constraint set. Then here we do viewfinder.id, set the id to it. Then we add our viewfinder to our constraint layout. Then here we constrain the viewfinder to all sides of the screen so that it occupies entire width and height. Then for our button we set the ID, text, background color, text color. We add our button to our constraint layout, and then we constrained our button to the bottom of the screen. We add a click listener to our button, and here we call start camera. So inside the click listener we first check whether we have the image capture or not. Then we display set a name for that image by using simple date format. Then we use this content values dot apply by passing a display name mime type, and if Android version greater than P, we also set the relative path. Then here we do image capture dot output file options, then do image capture dot take picture, and once we have the on image saved, we just invoke this method. So here we pass the URI back to Flutter side, but we want to get the actual path, so for this I have created a separate function for that as well. And then we just shut down our camera executor as well as unbind our camera provider. Here we override get view where we return our constraint layout, and here we have dispose where we shut down our camera execute. Now coming back to the start camera method. We get this aspect ratio strategy. Here we get the resolution selector. Here we get camera provider feature. We add a listener to it. Then we get this camera provider as well. Then here we get the extension manager feature. We add a listener to it and we get our extension manager. Then here we get our default front camera as well, and here you can see we are checking for the face retouch extension. If it is available, then we initialize our preview view, we initialize our image capture, we get hold of our selector, we unbind our camera provider, we bind it to the life cycle, and we pass the selector over here. Then if it is not available, then we again initialize our preview view, we initialize our image capture, we unbind our camera provider, we bind it to the life cycle over here, and here we just pass context compat.get main executor, and same thing over here as well. So yeah, that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.